Petty revenge for my dad. I was 19 when I told my dad I was pregnant. We were standing in the kitchen. He had a coffee mug in his hand and he set it down so hard the handle cracked. "You're just like your sisters," he said. "You'll never get a degree. You're a failure." I remember every word because I stood there and just took it. I didn't cry until I got to my car. My two older sisters had both dropped out of college, one after a semester, one after 2 years. My dad had given up on the idea that any of his daughters would ever finish anything. So when I told him I was pregnant, he didn't see a young woman about to become a mother. He saw one more statistic proving him right. I had my son that winter. I moved in with my aunt 2 towns over because staying at home felt impossible. I enrolled in community college that same spring with a baby on my hip. It took me 5 years instead of 2. I worked nights at a diner and studied in my car during breaks. My son learned to read sitting next to me at the kitchen table while I highlighted textbooks. I graduated with my bachelor's in accounting. My dad didn't come to the ceremony. He sent a text that said, "Congrats," nothing else. 6 months later, I got accepted into a master's program. I'm still in it now, second semester, and my GPA is a 3.9. My mom kept telling me he was proud. He just didn't know how to say it. I stopped needing him to say it a long time ago. But when Father's Day rolled around this year, I decided he was going to see it instead. I called my mom and my sisters and told them what I wanted to do. My sisters loved the idea immediately. "He said that to you?" My older sister said. "I didn't even know that." My mom hesitated at first, but she agreed to let us in the house while my dad was at his Saturday golf game with his brother. We had about 4 hours. I'd already ordered everything 2 weeks ahead. 6 large canvas prints of my diploma, blown up to almost poster size, a few smaller framed ones, a laminated mini version cut down to the exact size of a driver's license, and one canvas cut to match the frame of the Last Supper painting that's hung in my parents' dining room since before I was born. My dad eats breakfast every morning facing that painting, has for 20-some years. We got to work as soon as his car left the driveway. My mom stood on a step stool holding the Last Supper frame steady, while my sister swapped the print inside it for my diploma. Same gold frame, same spot, right where he sits. Then we went upstairs. I taped a large printed copy of my diploma directly onto the ceiling above his side of the bed, angled so it would be the first thing he saw the second he opened his eyes. In the bathroom, I hung 3 framed enlargements directly across from the toilet, at exactly his eye level when he's sitting down. My mom laughed so hard she had to sit on the edge of the tub. "He is going to lose his mind," she said. I framed 2 more and hung them in the hallway, and one in the garage above his tool bench, the one spot he stands at almost every evening. Last, I found his wallet on the dresser. I slid the mini laminated diploma right behind his driver's license, so it would be the first thing he saw if he ever pulled his ID out. We finished with maybe 20 minutes to spare. My mom made us all sit at the dining table like nothing happened. My dad walked in around 1, sweaty, still in his golf shirt. He sat down across from her at his usual spot and reached for his coffee before he even looked up. Then he stopped. "What in the world?" he said. He stood up and walked closer to the painting, squinting like he thought his eyes were playing tricks on him. Is this real?" "It's real," I said. "Happy Father's Day." He didn't say anything for a second. He just stood there staring at my name printed across the top of it in that formal cursive font. Then he went to use the bathroom. We heard him yell my name from down the hall. Why is my daughter's diploma staring at me from every wall in this house? My sisters were already laughing before he came back out. He walked in holding his wallet, the mini diploma pinched between 2 fingers. "This was in my wallet," he said. "This was in my wallet. Front and center," I said. "So you never forget." He sat back down slowly, still holding it, looking at it like he didn't know what to do with his hands. "I said something I shouldn't have said to you," he said. "A long time ago." "I know," I said. "That's why it's on the ceiling too." He actually laughed then, this short surprised laugh, and shook his head. But that night, when he went up to bed, he didn't take the one off the ceiling down. It's still there. So is the one in the dining room. So is the one in his wallet. He looks at it every single morning now, whether he wants to or not.